One of the most exciting things for any Gunpla builder is the announcement of a new kit, and of course, the anticipation of building it. But what about all those kits that were shown as prototypes but never made it into production? Prepare to cry your Gunpla heart out, as today we're having a look at some model kits that almost were. Starting off with the machine that inspired this list, the 1/100 scale Master Grade F90, a well-deserved Master Grade upgrade for the old school 1/100 scale no grade. Despite a fully colored prototype, it was dropped and Bandai has never touched Gundam F90 again since. To my surprise, this was far from the only Master Grade that was cancelled. A prototype Master Grade Zaku tank was also shown at some point, but never saw the light of day. That is, until the company Motor King came to the rescue with their third-party Master Grade Zaku tank. And what's worse than getting one Master Grade cancelled? 4 in one go. The Master Grade Fighting Action line was the Master Grade line for G Gundam, and painted prototypes were shown for all lead Gundams at the Shiokaze Hobby Show in May 2002. Of the 8 Gundams shown, only 4 would eventually see a release: the Shining, God, Master, and Spiegel Gundam, leaving the Rising, Maxter, Dragon, and Noble Gundam without a Master Grade, and with the exception of the Noble, without a modern model kit, period. Next, we turn to the Age series. Unlike the other cancelled Master Grades, the Age 3 and Age effects were only shown as unpainted prototypes, and the Gafron was announced but promptly forgotten about without even a prototype to show for it. And if you thought that Age, with its great reputation, would have the most cancelled kits, think again. That sad crown goes to 00. In 1/44 scale high grade, we should have gotten Setsuna's Flag, the movie version of the Jinx, and the Kyrios with bombardment equipment. In 1/100 scale, we only missed out on 2, a separate release of the 1/100 scale Nodley with GN Beam Rifle and GN Shield, like the 1/44 scale high grade kit, and a Master Grade Jinx 4. But hold on to your GN drives, because originally all 4 of the Season 1 lead Gundams would have had a 160 scale kit. Though, as we all know, only the Exia made it. Moving on to the last Master Grade on this list, and it's one that I believe could still pop up: the Kawaguchi exclusive Master Grade Perfect Gundam. Now, as far as I can tell, it's simply the existing Perfect Gundam with a different color scheme, making this kit a perfect candidate for P Bandai. Now, okay, I said that was the last Master Grade, but these two might be Master Grades too. Announced at the Gunpla Expo in 2009, we have the normal scale Son Gokuden Kanu Double Zeta Gundam and the Chohi Zeta Gundam. Now, the picture is pretty small, but the hands look like 2.0 Master Grade hands, and the joints also look Master Grade-esque. However, we can't be sure unless they get released. Not even Perfect Grades are safe from getting cancelled, with the earliest example being the Perfect Grade Sword and Launcher Striker packs, displayed at the Shiokaze Model Show in May 2005, leaving fans of those striker packs with only 2 options: either mod the existing 160 Sword and Launcher Striker pack from the 160 No Grade Striker Weapon System combo pack, or buy the M3 model third-party release, the latter of course being the easier option. More bad news for the Seed fans, as there are 2 flavors of Perfect Grade Astray that have been shown but have so far not been released: the green frame and the very shiny gold frame. However, fear not, with Bandai being so fond of Seed, especially anything Freedom, Strike, or Astray related, I would not be surprised if these would eventually be released as P Bandai's. The final Perfect Grade we missed out on is a possible upgrade of the Perfect Grade RX-78-2, which was shown at the Shizuoka Hobby Show in May 2009. I wasn't able to find a lot of information on this, But one thing is for sure, the panels of the original Perfect Grade do not open like that in the slightest. In fact, they don't do that on any Perfect Grade. Given the year, it is very possible that it was intended as some kind of pièce de résistance for Gundam's 30th anniversary, but I'm also not excluding the possibility that this was a custom kit made specifically for the show, because of the extreme amount of opening panels, which is pretty much unprecedented for any kit of the time and today. And to wrap things up, accessories and honorable mentions. For accessories, we were promised a hanger base in both 1/100 and 1/44 scale, and also an action base too in sand brown color. And finally, honorable mentions, because I'm sure at least some people will mention them otherwise. First, the Real Grade and Revive 100 test/teaser images. Now, I didn't include these because I didn't feel that these were really announcements of we're going to make them for sure, but more like Bandai telling us, hey, we're thinking about making these, get excited, get talking, and we'll see where we go from there. Because hey, looking at the Revive 100 thing, we got the Gym Sniper 2 as a Master Grade and the Barzam as a Higher Universal Sentry. And looking at the Real Grade images, we did get a Goof as a Higher Universal Sentry, Revive/2.0, however you want to call it, after these images were released. Sure, maybe these kits aren't exactly what we were promised, but at least we got them, which is still more than can be said for the majority of the kits on this list. And last, but definitely not least, we have the rest of the high-grade G Savior line. The movie bombed so hard, so fast, that the other models weren't even announced. So how do we know that they had plans for them then? Well, the first and only model kit released in the fantastic high-grade G Savior line, the G Savior Space Mode, was clearly made with the other versions in mind. Rest in peace, G Savior. We will never forget you, no matter how hard we try. Well, that's a lot of cancelled kits we might never get. So which kit on this list would you love to still get a release? For me, it's totally the F90 in any scale. Leave a comment down below with your thoughts. And to end things with a little light shining through the darkness of Bandai's development hell, prototype for a Master Grade Marasai and the O were shown all the way back at the Shiokaze Hobby Show in May 2002. It would take the O 8 years to finally get released, and it took the Marasai a whopping 10. So that's all for this video. My sources are in the description down below, and see you all next time.